Alright, welcome back to the welcome to the fourth episode of Senulatovic. Senulatovic, the dynasty of some of the most screwed up people in Croatia's history. Or in this case, Greater Yugoslavia's history. Yeah, I'm under suspicion right now because I did some things. Because I did a find characters, I typed SY on find characters to look for sympathy for Christendom, so we can try to convert some of these characters, and so we can make them join our society. I mean, I'm still not giving up this ambition, and we're trying to appeal not only to Croatians, but to Serbs, Slovenes, and eventually Bulgarians. Everybody. And that's within the realm as well. Forgot to master the bow. Okay, fine. What do I say? And it's a wonder how I also made my father a venerable elder, part of the elder council. And yet, I can see him right now in this portrait, my Pomeranian father, where he's going to be like, let me do this the Lord Master way. What's my name? Branimir the Gracious. He'll be like, God damn it, Branimir! Why did you do such things? Killing the popes twice. What's the matter with you? I mean, that's my impersonation on somebody else. I mean, who's obviously not a Pomeranian or Polish for that matter. Although I would have done a Eastern European accent on things, but I don't want to try. So yeah. This is why we're screwed up. The Catholic faith. So many heresies popping up, even a king became a lawlord. Lawlord heretics are opposed to perceived corruption within the Catholic Church. Like many Catholic heresies, they loathe the wealth and ostentation of the clergy and advocate to return to a more original form of Christianity. It doesn't have much of the benefits, much like the Catholics do, in terms of, what's available to them in playing as a heretic. And for those religious history experts, Lawlord is the precursor to the Protestant Reformation. This is before Martin Luther, before Jan Hus, all that sort of things. And it was by John Wycliffe, who is actually from that area, somewhere in England. If we don't get our act together, then Lawlardy may become the dominant brand and replace Catholicism. And then we wouldn't have much of a influence on the Pope. We tried our damnedest, but we failed, I guess. So let's see if this changes everything. I try to induct many more members. Spent a good amount of devotion points. I still have some. Who else I could try? Not a ruler for both. Oh, right. He's not a real ruler in the sense. So I'll just save up your devotion. So it could be that I'm using the powers of society to use too freely. People are becoming suspicious, but I enjoy doing so. Okay, the mayor of Split, hopefully joins us. Antonia, the chiefess of Istria, Slovene. How about this? Dominic the Wise, my doctor, my Bulgarian doctor. Story about a fair and mighty ruler. How about a legendary warrior tale? Something that appeals to Serb. And a white Croat, this. Oh, and you may want this. Some may come in, some won't, so let's count. One for no. 2 for no. 3 for no. Now please join us, you two. This is exasperating. Vutamir joins, and so does Bessa. Okay, Rashka is fighting for Dukla. Fine by me. I'm not a fan of Milorad. Borna, I'll owe you a drink, alright? Whenever I go to seclusion and get rid of the gluttonous trait, I will do so, and then I will change my focus to Pharisee. Oh, the King of Poland. Guess we have an alliance. Sorry about my Slovenes and Slavonians fighting you guys. But what's going on with you up there? Did you... Others? Galindia... Pomerania wants these lands. There's 2 Pomeranias. Yeah, sure, why not? Hopefully you could spread Catholicism over there. I was about to say, oh my god, Branislav finally dies. Natural death. And now they want this. Yikes. Slavonia and Slovenia. Well, I'm sure these guys got their hands full. Yeah, he should be converting. Got his face cut open recently. Hope I wish you well. I'm sure you'll feel that way, talking about personal trauma. Look what you've been through. Hey, you feel that way. Oh, okay, the Serb. I've noticed your mind seems to drift off whenever we discuss monetary issues. I believe we can make things interesting. One must be introduced to the subject, which is directly relevant to oneself. Perhaps you would like to join me tomorrow for a full day's work. Yes, that would be interesting. What is it? High Chief Borna of Rashka starts the day off collecting taxes. He's my steward. Some people frown and complain to give away their earnings. High Chief Borna calmly explains why the taxes are collected and manages to please the complainers. Oh, don't want to get greedy. Earning trust is earning gold. Okay. High Chief Borna brings me to the nearest construction site to evaluate progress. Notices that the builders are lagging behind the agreed schedule and proceeds to question him. The builders complain about the weather and want more to pay to cover the delays, and Borna looks over my mind, awaiting a response. Aren't I trusting? Well, I am honest, but I can be trusting too, so I guess one cannot predict the weather. See? Trusting. And doesn't benefit much for the devotion. A friend has come to visit Borna this evening. The 3 of them have a good time discussing my experiences over a fine evening meal. The visitor nods at me saying, "How lucky are you, Borna, to have a liege understands your worth. This cooperation will benefit to both of you." I could be charitable and shy. Or I can be slothful. If it wasn't for me, it feels like stealing. Well, I'm no longer gregarious, but I can get rid of the shy trait. I was never gregarious, but I'm shy, but I'll get rid of it in the future. Okay. Um, I was looking up a few things. Oh yeah, controlled realm inheritance. Will protect tiles within a realm from being inherited by characters loyal to another liege. I can make that illegal. Vassal titles can no longer pass outside a realm through inheritance. Thank goodness I'm an absolute monarch. So, whatever I say, goes. But it doesn't really apply to here. Because that's still over there. Died of a great pox. Well, she was never a member in our society, but I wonder if this is Peruvian or God's way of cursing her. Oh, go get the others later. Just give it time. Just give it time. Just wait for another theology-focused related event where I have to go hiding in seclusion in prayer so I can get rid of the gluttonous trait. And then I will start inviting people and have small feasts. And speaking of feasts, that's a thing I haven't done in a while. Well, we have to wait for winter. Oh, what is this? If a Revolt war were to start, and who's part of it? Will not be blackmailed. Get the army. And get the mercenaries. Just looking up. Just looking up the cost. Now it's our first Croatian Civil War. I'm thinking. If any of you guys aren't busy with your little wars. I know Poland's got hands full, and so does Panoia, so... Well, you're on your own. Unless I want to make marriage alliances with somebody from afar, and I doubt the Russians would help. Especially that they have a Magyar for a king. Huh. And there goes the Bulgarian. And I control all of these. Well, in that case, more troops for me. I'll start distributing the lands later. I built a war chest, now we have war economy. Just remember, this is just a war to increase the council power. This is a war just to save my own authority. Being a dictator is one thing, but more money just to keep the flow going. Of course I'm sympathy. That's what we've been doing. I was about to say, hurry up. We're not waiting for your asses anymore. We're gonna strike our enemy hard. We're leading our front line. This army is a mix of some Croatians and Slovenes. Regimental grounds. Sure. I mean, we still have a bit of income. We should be fine. As in, I'll start distributing the land of Vidin soon. Before we get to action. Oh yeah, my father, he's commander too. Well, father and son, fighting alongside against these crazy Slovenians and the equally dangerous Slavonians. Doing just fine. And also we have mercenaries on our side, I think. Viunas. I think that's what I hired. My father will be the treasury guard as well. My wife is a friend. Just destroy the army first, then we'll begin besieging. My God. Persecution's begun. What the hell's that? Fighting a holy war for Carinthia. That means all of Slovenia. Oh, we gotta beat these guys to the punch. Their cousin. Fight, pace! I would rather take you prisoner. And plus you're a monster, you're a cannibal. So I say no to that. I would rather beat you to submission. Just to teach you a lesson. And I'll deal with these Vikings soon. Zertsos Vonemir of Kanin. Yeah, he's from Zadar County. Of course, my Serbian pal. How's my fortune? Oh, it's just some Belarusian, Russian, Ukrainian, whatever. Oh no, not this decision. You know, bad stuff's gonna happen when, tell you what. You know, I've always wanted one more piece of land just to build a castle in, then move on and start focusing in Zaglumia, which is in southern Bosnia today. Might have to go for white peace. Okay, I did that. You got any money in you? You better win that war, mister. Okay, you defeated the army, now go besiege that castle. Oh, what the hell? Okay, you win. Oh, hell. Well, on a suicide mission. Get them out of the land and then, This is a big mistake. Don't you know the strategic heights? Don't you know nothing? Oh wow, we actually beat them. Hurry the hell up before these guys come back. There. Arrow of Peru. That's what we got. Now give us your money. They're about to burn my capital. We saved the capital, I guess. And I'm the master of the flat terrain. Oh god, another one coming in. At least that's in Zagreb. And not us in Zim. My father's a warrior. You're 73 and you're fighting like you're 30. No, sir, you've caused great pain to my property. Oh, 2 more prisoners. We'll deal with them soon. My sister Myrna, never a member of the Society of Jesus. Serve me well, dear Dad. Okay, kick them out of the country. There. Sheesh. Respect me now? How many devotion do I have? It's about time to spend it because we're losing members. Okay, let's go down with the phone book again. Borna! Damn it! Tutor. Oh, I guess I do have a tutor around with me somewhere. Just looking into it. Oh wait, those are children. What's SY? The letters. Huh. Odd. Oh, here's one. Some are a bit old, but they could try at least something just to give us the impression. Yes, I'm highly suspicious. And if these blasted certs is gonna catch me, well then, screw 'em. Just remember, if my plan fails of trying to reach out to everybody that I know of, God, 3 for 3. Well, Jeff says that the Kurdish Malkos upon us is angry because our religious practices offender. They predict that the earth will be deprived of grace of fertility. We neutralize the curse of Malkos if we conduct a ritual of human sacrifice. Here, accept. Oh, never mind, he's human. When is his birthday? March, okay. Yay. Oh, it worked. Now I could send her away. Well, they'll give you syphilis. Oh, you bastards again. Oh, I forgot about Bulgaria. Well, not all of it, but half of it. Okay, I did distribute the land while I was having a break. So it'll be Zadislav, who's a Bulgarian bastard child from Stanislav the Seducer, who is Slovenian, was born from a Bulgarian mother. Vladislav, same mother. See? Because we don't ever remember. Wonder how long that ever expires. Anyways, just gotta fight these guys again and be done with it. Don't want to see their faces again. There, we got him. We got his leader of the host. And Temes is under Croatian or Serbian control because it's ran by Born on the Just. God, if we keep expanding like that, especially when we get to the rest of Bulgaria, we might as well become a Croatian Empire then. And then eventually I would have to... Are you nuts? You just want to expand more and more. I'm not saying I'm tired of expansion. I mean, yeah, we're about to be big as Poland. But that's what you get for being pagan. Oh, the father of my warrior father. I was in the middle of a conversation with the chef when Sovislav appears from nowhere, grabs me by the arm, pulls me nearby with a wrinkled forehead and sweaty palms. He told me that you tend to leave our society after being haunted too many times by the shadows and the darkness. I'll persuade him by talking about solidarity. I gave the speech to Sovislav about the importance of solidarity for our movement. I empathize how important every member of our society is, so we can be strong together. Sovislav seems to sympathize with my speech and tell me he will continue to back our cause. One for all and all for one. And every man for himself. So yeah, this experiment that I'm doing with Croatia appears to be failing, obviously. Written a song in my honor wants to tell me I'm the best person in the world. I'm just a responsible adult. Yeah, I did what I could. Oh wait, that's just a small expansion. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, now we're expanding into Panoian lands then. What happened to frickin' visitors? Oh hey, the Pope is back. He's back into Rome. My friend became aghast when I told him that I had sent the miller's boy to a nearby city with my finest stallion. You'll never see that horse again, but he was wrong, of course. We're gonna have to start another round of try to reach out to those who are sympathy towards Christendom. This is the last county that they're gonna grab. Oh no, there's two more. Well, he did it. Once I die, Serbia will be this big. Uh, my wife, fancying herself a competent fighter, decided to try and drill the soldiers herself. She had been struck down in an accidental blow that she was unable to parry, leaving her a nasty gash. The damage dealer over time. Yep, scar right there. Russia wants to go down there. Ooh. We'll be close together. We're just over near the mountain passes. From Brandomir to Brandomir. Once again, the Slovenes have outdid themselves. Worship the Antis. Just trying to remember. Bruno the Saxon. Panoya's gone. I just realized that. It's the title. Yep. It was them. The White Croats. Water clock. +2 learning. Hey, maybe I should steal it for once. Go get me the water clock. Okay. It's a Chinese artifact. I don't know how he got a hand at this one. Let me see. Oh, and Russia subjugated. 20 martial skill. Yeah, gotta fight our way in. Oh, stop, stop, stop. That epidemic is spreading like wildfire. What the hell? Shut the gates. Force my way in inside. We're just gonna bash on in. Now we gotta rush them before they raise the alarm. Okay, let's split up to cover more ground. This is the risky part. If we could get that water clock, that needs more learning. We got it! Got the water clock. Made in China. Developed thousands of years ago in ancient China, the water clock is a means of tracking time by movement of water. Yep, that's how they did it back then. While meanwhile, almost all of Yugoslavia is suffering camp fever. I don't know why I kept calling it Yugoslavia, because of the amount of territory we control is kind of roughly that, but now it's bigger than it was. All thanks to crazy Slovenia. Oh yeah, my niece. Hey, would you like to... I was about to say, would you like to try to join our society? Our fledgling society? And my daughter, that's very, very... I mean, goddamn, after 10 plus years after your wife, mother, queen was killed, it's a wonder how you're still around for so long. Okay. Let's reach out to those who are sympathetic again. This may not work, but there's no shame in trying all this again. Damn. I'm sure everybody tried to do that, and we keep failing. I guess that's what I see there. It's like there's a little choice. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to look up how many percentages on the failed missions I mean, like, are we that bad? Ooh, can't get that. Couple of failed missions. I was wondering, are you really that bad? What's the moral authority? 60. There you go. I told you killing off that old Pope. He's not going to survive the pneumonia. So we're going to have to watch for that. What I should spend it is to prepare ground. No? Oh, the city gates are closed. New insights. Huh. Wounded again? Huh? You just don't learn, do you? Again, when this character passes away and Gaspar takes over, I don't know if he's secretly Catholic, which is highly doubtful. Now I become stressed. Maybe, just maybe, I mean, I really wanted to become Catholic badly. So the reasons is, you know, reach out to Western Europe for alliances. Just want to survive this. Now I'm stressed and depressed. Although honestly, I do feel depressed because we keep failing to reach out all the others as we attempt to. But screw it. I'm gonna go out drinking again. Oh wait, you can't because you're still in seclusion. Well, that pretty much failed the quest I intended to do in this part of the series, but I think if one of these guys, either Poland or Russia, do the write the Holy Book part as part of reforming the Slavic faith, you just might have to stick with it. And I fear in the next 100 years, that's when the Crusades begin. And I don't know if I'll be a target. Oh. I arrive in my private apartments in the evening, only to find my wife tossing a wooden sword at my feet and demanding that I accompany him in a bout of sparring. Several hours later, I return from the training yard, bruised and exhausted, but at least my worries have somehow disappeared. Then again, my wife is a misguided warrior, so it's martial based, so... Oh, cramp. Oh, this is what I get for being gluttonous. I've searched them from top to bottom. I've come to realize there are really no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but all the other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. My servants should have really mentioned that. I should eat by fill while I still can. So yeah, now it's a minor food shortage. I think the man upstairs cursed us. Oh, and you're gluttonous too? You're my niece and friend. I'll get you do this. Yeah, you too. With the food supplies dwindling, it has been brought my attention to basements that contained a large number of rats, which would be caught and eaten. Yum! Oh, the Serbian girl died of a camp fever. Brandimir's son-in-law. Voice language. Look at him, you're five-time high chief. My father died at age 77. Natural death. My father was a warrior. Huh. I was touring the defense of Sin and as I tried to enter one of the towers, I got stuck in the doorway. I found myself unable to move either direction, and it took the strength of 4 men to pull me free. What have I become? No more suckling pig for me. I didn't lose either trait. Lose or gain one. Damn it. That's what I get for being a fat king. If my father was alive, he would be shaking his head right now. Okay, raise the gates. We pass through. Sheesh. Now I remember what I was supposed to do. Oh, you guys are still in seclusion. Never mind. She's been out all day drilling the troops again. But she has achieved some success, but not particularly impressed. At least she was trying her best. Oh, now we can build a castle. This is the one I want. Spend all my hard-earned money. I might have to go back to raiding soon. Ivanis. Aren't you the heir to the Kingdom of Serbia? Yes. He's a tough one, so watch out for him. Would you like to come in to our society? Please. Of course not. Okay, when Gaspar takes over, he's going to be Catholic through and through. Just go in, adopt openly, and fight. 867 AD, one of the start dates. And yet, at that time, Croatia would have been Catholic, but that didn't happen. Lately, I've found myself worrying about my little son, Boris. The lad is brought up believing in a false god who can offer him nothing but illusions and hollow promises. Perhaps Boris is to be introduced to the true faith? Give him the Bible. Give that boy a Bible. I summoned Boris to my study where I proceeded to read him the Bible. I could tell the first minute I had a real challenge ahead of me. That lad was fidgeting in his seat and played with his sleeves. However, I was not expecting him to shout at me when I brought up God. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to work. Give it one more try. And I'm going to be out of patience in this one. Oh my God. This time around, instead of lecturing, I have tried to have a conversation with Boris and listen to patiently to what I had to say. Sadly, even though I was more willing to listen to me as well, his opinions were set in stone. He refused to question the things that the search had taught him. And now my son is a rival to me. Stuff like this just makes him want to cry. Who the hell? Muslims in my land? Nothing against them, but I still adopt the get out of my country attitude. Well, I guess I'll give him a learning education if he's going to be... and let these Slovenians maul you on your way out. Oh my God. The certs from Poland, they used hot irons on my sister. Curse of Mokosh. Look, you're about as powerful as me. That's ridiculous. And that's your heir? That's it. I gotta put down this mad dog. But hardly anybody would be willing. -10 on flat power. What the hell? Only because I'm tired of Slovenian expansionism. One would think that would be good for me. What the hell, -10? What are you, scared? Oh, and then one more thing. Invite everybody to the Chaos thing. And that includes, well, he's not going to be there, and neither will him. Let's all have a feast together. Just think of the good times. Well, I shouldn't bite your wife, too. And I'm the one who just drilling. I already did it. There. God damn it. Just when I was going to start a face, the war breaks out. This will be on your head, Serbia. Feels like I am running an empire rather than a kingdom. Son of a bitch. I killed popes before, but now I'm gonna... They know that I'm gonna kill the Slovene. Well, bring it on. I prefer a straight fight than all this sneaking around. I'll personally lead. Forget the rest of the commanders. And I lose diligence. Oh, basically, I just defeated the purpose of who I was supposed to be. So now Branimir the Gracious might as well be a failure as far as legacy goes. Merhavoy, Pulisic is now a friend. You know what I may have to do? Thank you. Once I die, I think I should give Slovenia independence, huh? Once done the cracked crown thing before. Should give Slovenia their own country and they'll form their own kingdom. They disappeared. So what's this castle? Woodman. Okay, that should be for keeps. Oh, god damn it. Just when we had a castle built, now they're just being destroyed by primitive Slavs. Everything's gonna go to hell. Threatened a vassal. I'm sure he won't comply. Oh, it worked. Well then. Well, I guess we'll end the episode right here as we hope things will get better for Croatia and for the near future. So, see you next time.